Good morning.
Good morning. We've just left our Airbnb and
we could have stayed for longer.
I know, it was so nice there. Yeah, we're just at Coal Mines Historic Site.
So today we're going to be looking at a few historic sites in Port Arthur. So our first stop is the coal mine site.
Our next stop is Port Arthur Historic Site. That's what's
that
called.
one doesn't open until 9.
Yep, and then we'll be making a few other stops along the way to Richmond today.
It's all about history today.
Yeah. The coal mines were
established 3 years after the Port Arthur convict settlement.
Yeah, and it was used for the worst of the worst prisoners. So it says many convicts who ended up at the coal mines were repeat offenders, often sent from Port Arthur for further punishment. Others were convicts with mining experience whose skills were needed at the coalface. And then in addition to the mine, the settlement consisted of large stone barracks that housed up to 170 prisoners, a chapel, a bakehouse and a store, and quarters for civil officers. Solidarity cells were constructed deep in the underground workings to punish those who committed further crimes at the mines.
So, we're at the Port Arthur Historic Site.
Yeah.
9:30 in the morning. They open at 9. There's already lots of cars.
Yeah. Yeah, already getting full.
Yeah.
Prepaid bookings. What do you have?
4 clubs.
Yep, and I've got Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Heart.
Which side are you going? John Stephen Hampton. I was Scottish. Responsible for running the convict department prior to taking the role of Comptroller General of Convicts. I was a surgeon superintendent on a series of convict ships to Van Diemen's Land, first resident of Government College. I was a good person.
Okay.
Michael Burns.
Don't touch or remove anything to help us preserve.
So your entry ticket includes a 20-minute cruise to the Isle of the Dead. It's just over there. We're getting on in about 20 minutes, but I think there's a talk just here, so we're gonna listen, see what's going on.
To grind rogues into honest men was a vision for the Port Arthur Penal Settlement, a bold experiment and groundbreaking attempt at reform and rehabilitation of the convicts of the colony of Van Diemen's Land. Along with the coal mines, Tasmania's first operational mine and a place of punishment for the worst class of convicts, Port Arthur was a key part of the colonial system of convict discipline. Remote, harsh, with little chance of escape, these were the perfect destinations for hardened, repeat offenders, but Port Arthur was much more than just a prison. It was a complete community, home to convicts, military and civilian officers and their families. The convicts worked in many industries, producing goods and services for use locally and to be sold in Hobart and beyond. The military and civilian officers were tasked with security and administration of the settlement. Containing more than 30 historic buildings, extensive ruins and beautiful grounds and gardens, the site has many stories to explore. Alright, I'm going to get your ticket out.
No, we're not.
Almost.
Yeah. It's okay.
I don't get your tickets out. construction in 1823 and then it was opened in 1825 and it was built by convicts.
Yep, and kids rolling down the hill behind you.
Yeah.
And
there's
what's the story about the ghost?
I only kind of half read it, but there was a man or something, and then they pushed him off the edge, and then he haunts the bridge.
What did you say? What did they say? Oh, looks like they heard you and they're coming. Oh, they're talking back as well.
I like those ones. After the Richmond Bridge, we visited St John's Church, which is Australia's oldest existing Catholic church. We then made our way to Richmond Jail and explored more about Tasmania's convict history. We finished the day by looking at a few shops in town, ate some ice cream and checked into our Airbnb.
What do we have again?
Ice cream. But this is the Bridgestone lavender ice cream that I didn't get to try.
Yeah.
Because they were out, and Simon's got a rainbow.
Rainbow.
The colours are very pretty.
Pretty good.
The real thing. It's good, tastes like lavender.
Is it?
Mhm.
What happened? Can't take you anywhere.
And it has to be purple, and I have to be wearing white.
Yes.
I don't even know how. It's not dripping. It's not hot.
Where are we staying tonight?
Richmond Coachman's Rest.
Yep. Table and chairs, and then just the bed.
Yeah.
And then we've got a little courtyard just for us. Quite nice.